following podcast contains spoilers for Captain America: Civil War.
Hi, this is your host, Whoosh.
This is Paul.
This is Zach.
And I'm Andrew.
Paul, you sound like shit. What's wrong with your mic?
I may be relocated at the moment from my normal station.
Your mic sounds almost as bad as Batman vs. Superman. I'm just kidding. Batman vs. Superman is way worse. Alright, we really need to stop making fun of that movie. It's almost getting old.
Yeah, like a month old.
In way better news, over a month old, way better news, Captain America Civil War was absolutely fucking brilliant. Just awesome.
Maybe the best Marvel movie yet.
I think it is. Yeah, it was better than the Avengers.
I tried to watch.
Kind of was still a mashup.
I tried to watch Age of Ultron, and it just felt like something was missing, which is weird because I think Ultron might be like, aside from Cap, might be like my favorite character in the MCU.
Just because James Spader voiced him?
That, I mean, the dialogue is just...
Ultron has a great dialogue.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I mean, seriously, that was like Whedon at his best. That's like, oh man.
He wrote all the lines.
Well, I mean, he wrote the movie, so most of them. I'm sure there's a couple that he didn't write well. And
Yeah.
Ultron lines. You know, I'm glad you asked because I wanted to take this time to explain my evil plan. Like, that's classic Whedon. But yeah, that was just awesome. It was 2.5 hours long, like 2 hours and 27 minutes, and it didn't ever slow down once. I mean, the slowest scene was probably when Cap's talking to Bucky in his apartment, waiting for them, you know, with Falcon, give him the time and when they're going to attack. That might have been like the slowest scene. That or I guess the funeral. The funeral.
The funeral felt kind of dragged a bit.
Well, I mean, it was.
And also, when they caught Cap the first time, Cap and Bucky, Falcon.
Yeah. But I mean, seriously, 2.5 hours, and there's probably like 10 minutes of not action. You know, that's impressive. And Black Panther and Spider-Man both got introduced, and it was awesome. I mean, both of them were awesome.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, they fucking nailed it. Oh, thank you, Marvel. Thank you. We finally have a Spider-Man.
Hopefully, Sony makes a good movie this time.
Well, Marvel's in control of it, so basically, Sony gives them money. Marvel makes it, and then Sony makes the money off of it. I'm sure there's a little bit more complex than that, but based on what I read with stuff, that's the gist of the deal. So that's good, because that means the Spider-Man that we saw in Civil War is the Spider-Man for Spider-Man Homecoming.
Yeah.
Just, he nailed it. Like, that was just, he nailed it. You have the right to remain silent. Awesome. And then Ant-Man, I think I might have liked Ant-Man more in this movie than I did in the Solo movie.
I can't agree with that.
Wow.
He didn't have a lot of screen time.
No, he didn't.
I mean, he took up a lot of the screen, but that was...
Yeah, I was about to say that.
But he was just, like, he was so funny, like, he didn't have to do anything serious. I mean, he's like, you know, he has Cap throw that truck. He go, oh man, I thought that was a water truck.
Something flew inside me.
and then he gets big, and you're like seeing him go big. And he's like, oh, that was awesome. Oh, that was just wow, Marvel, just wow. And Black Panther, I might be more excited for him than Spider-Man.
He seems pretty OP.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, vibranium armor.
He's just...
Bulletproof,
He's the
basically.
most skilled fighter, it seems, because he's
Like,
so
very,
many martial
almost
arts.
unnaturally skilled
I'm
fighter.
pretty sure Cap could take him.
I think there's some, like... I have no idea at all from the comics, but... probably, like, Wakandan super science to make him a better, like, super soldier.
That's what I'm wondering, too, because he definitely was, you know, way above and beyond what you could get with a human. I mean, like, almost to the level where you have, like, some kind of serum, like, like Cap and Bucky, where, you know, there's something else out there. I mean, he would have wiped the floor with Black Widow or Hawkeye.
Even without the vibranium armor.
Yeah. I don't think we've met before. I'm Clint. I don't care.
I don't care.
That guy who played him is 40. I can't.
Really?
believe- Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. is like 50.
Yeah,
So-
but
Yeah.
he looks older. Like the guy who played Black Panther, like he looks younger.
Like mid to late 20s.
Yeah.
You know.
He's a really good actor, though.
He is. Wasn't
Yeah.
he the main guy in 12 Years a Slave?
Yep.
Still haven't seen that movie. Probably won't. Doesn't matter.
What? It's a great movie.
So is Civil War.
Yeah, for very different reasons.
I thought it was. I thought it was kind of weird. We got Crossbones, and then he immediately died.
Marvel's got to kill their villain off in a movie, so
He was
Did
in
it-
2 movies. He's got a better run than most villains.
well,
He was kind of a second-class villain anyway. Like
yeah,
he just
really,
had to
he's not.
lead. He just had to be an expendable lead-in scene, I think, for the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, they had to do their action pack.
They just wanted him to pump his hydraulic arms.
Was he more true to the comics and his get-up he had?
Yeah, that's pretty similar to what he has in the comics. I haven't read anything where he's actually in it, but I've seen pictures and it looks, what they've done with like the costumes for everything. It's like, okay, like I can just imagine them designing a costume just like it is in the comic and going, okay, now make this look like something somebody would actually wear, and then they change a couple things and that's their costume. Like Thor, his colors aren't quite as bright, and he has the silver for his arms, and I think the circles are a little bit bigger on his chest piece than they are in the comics, and there's no blue. They took the blue out of it. But other than that, his costume's basically the same. Just a few, it's a little bit darker in the coloring, they're not as bright. But other than that, their costumes have been pretty consistent. Cap's costume, they even made fun of it in the first one where he wears the really stupid, almost like cloth outfit. And then after that, he has the bullcrap. Yeah.
He didn't have rubber ears like
Yeah,
in the
that's-
90s
Yeah.
movie.
Star Spangled Man with a plan.
Yeah.
What is
They,
your plan today?
They almost kind of poked fun at it, and then they give him a more practical. He's got the leather jacket on, and then he gets the
All these tactical pouches.
yeah, and the bulletproof vest stuff on there and whatnot. So and he had the the helmet. So they've done sticking pretty close to the comics. I think Black Panthers. I don't know if that like the actual visible vibranium, like you can see some silver banding on his costume. I don't know if that's in the comics, but again, honestly, that they probably could have left out. I think that was more in there to show when he gets shot by the helicopter. Oh, wait a minute, why isn't he dead? Because there's vibranium in there. Which is
OP.
really, yeah.
Speaking of helicopters, that Swole scene.
He's grabbing to hold him down. He's just like, look how fucking big I am. True story, that scene, they actually had, like, the bottom part of a helicopter. They built it, with the leg and everything attached to a crane, and they were actually pulling it, and he was actually holding it back. Obviously, it wasn't as much force as
a helicopter
could
rising.
produce, but
Yeah,
he was,
but
I mean, that bulge, that was real. There was no CG.
That's why he was like, "Oh my God, look at it! Look at it!"
this! Take a picture, please. God damn, I would fuck myself if I could. Don't worry, Chris, we all would.
Well,
They should have put me in Silence of the Lambs.
And Bucky, I'm liking where they're going with him. He's, he's...
Yeah, putting him in storage.
No! Well, yeah, that makes sense, obviously. I'm surprised they didn't give him a new arm first, but they probably gotta make it, and vibranium's probably pretty fickle when it comes to working with it, so I'm sure they gotta...
Who says they gotta make it out of vibranium?
Huh?
Who says it has to be made out of vibranium?
Because he's in Wakanda. I mean, this is one of those things that...
They have other metals.
This is one of those things that's going to happen in the next movie. Like, maybe we'll see him in Black Panther and have a vibranium arm. And nobody in their right mind should question it. You don't go, why is it vibranium? Because he's in Wakanda. That's what Wakanda is. Wakanda sells vibranium. That's it. They have...
Actually, as far as I know, they don't sell vibranium at all. They just
It was just found there
keep it for themselves.
from like a meteor or something.
That's fucking X-Men Origins Wolverine, and that wasn't vibranium.
That was adamantium.
That was adamantium.
But-
Jesus Christ, Paul, you're crossing universes. You can't do it.
But vibranium isn't like a natural metal, right?
Yes, it is.
Obviously, to have such miraculous properties.
It is natural.
Just out of
To not
world.
obey the laws of physics at
It's
all.
not of this
That
world,
doesn't
right?
matter. I don't know what the official ruling is with MCU, but in the comics, it's like an actual metal.
Well, yeah, it's a metal. It's an actual metal. It's just not like a naturally occurring metal.
Yes, it is. Adamantium is actually man-made to try to copy the properties of vibranium. Sir.
I've read that vibranium comes from an alien race.
So do mutants, but that doesn't matter. No, that's not true. They don't. Mutants come from...
Well, they're not in
natural
MCU. Inhumans are.
No. And they're different. Even in the comics, they're different. The Inhumans aren't just off-brand X-Men. They are different.
But, same idea.
Yeah. I haven't seen Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., so I don't know how well it ties in or whatnot, but I did find out earlier today, actually, that Agent Carter's been canceled.
Oh,
That sucks.
Yeah.
It was a good show.
Someone's like, Jesus Christ, they killed Peggy Carter twice in a week. That's way funnier than it should. I'm laughing way more at that than I should be.
Who was it Netflix that made the show?
No,
or?
it was on ABC.
ABC.
ABC, wasn't
It
it?
was like their gap in between, in the first half, second half of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Maybe Netflix should pick up Agent Carter.
That's what I'm hoping. Or, if they don't want to go that route, they can also do flashbacks with her in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. when she, showing her actually founding S.H.I.E.L.D. Because that's where I was hoping that they would get to. Even if it took 3 seasons or whatever, especially with Season 2 ending, there's still a lot of stuff they gotta wrap up. So I was really hoping to see another season, and then, okay, ratings are good, you guys gotta, tell the writers they gotta wrap it up this season. And then we get to see her and Howard actually create S.H.I.E.L.D. Basically turn the SSR into what becomes the Strategic Homeland Intervention Enforcement and Logistics Division. Which, that sounds really... not what they do. Strategic Homeland Intervention Enforcement and Logistics Division. Doesn't sound like they're doing anything that involves, powered people or extraterrestrials.
it sounds like they just really wanted their letters to say S.H.I.E.L.D.
Shield.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. That's true.
Although they do intervention and enforcement against
Yeah.
superpowered people.
And I guess they did help the Avengers find,
And Avengers 2, lots of logistics there with moving the people.
yeah. They're top locked. They're full. Alright, we're talking about not Civil War. So what was the best part of the movie? What was the best?
Well, one of the
scene?
I feel like I already forgot half the movie now. But one of the funnier parts when they're doing that handoff and they're sitting in the back of that Beetle.
Oh,
And he's like, "Can you move your seat up?"
no.
No.
Or when they
And he kisses
yeah, he
Sharon.
kisses, and then they're like Falcon's got this slight little head nod going, and Bucky's got this super wide grin. That was awesome.
That was probably a legitimate shot.
yeah, really.
Like they didn't act for that. They caught their actual reactions.
I would like to see. It'll never happen. There's no way. But that would be so cool to see Bucky and Falcon just go on a road trip together, just go cross country in the Beetle.
Paul
Can you
runs in the
drive?
back.
No.
Can you move your seat up?
Just shrink.
Yeah, really.
Tic Tac.
Best scene, in my opinion, is the scene where the German police were going to arrest Bucky.
Oh, when they're fighting.
Oh,
the stairway fight? Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that
they keep
was cool.
fighting down the
Fighting down the stairs.
stairs. Yeah, that was my favorite part too.
That was-
actually
Well, and then Black Panther shows up and they run along the road, and it's just cool for a while.
Yeah, that whole sequence basically even the build up, you can feel it when he's going through the apartment to when he's in there talking, and you can feel the tension build. All the way up until when they're caught is really awesome. That might have been my second or third favorite. It's hard because there's so much cool shit. Because you actually have more people in this movie than in the Avengers movies. So you have more people in here, because the only people that weren't in there were Thor and Hulk, and Quicksilver, who's dead. But you added Spider-Man, you added Black Panther, you have Bucky, who wasn't in the previous Avengers movie, probably technically counts. Vision was only in the Avengers Age of Ultron for the last half hour or so. So he's in, the whole movie. And that was kind of cool. Really, really, really teasing super hard him and Wanda, building a relationship.
Oh, yeah.
When they're in the house. A pinch. And, you can tell, especially, after the big opening sequence and she's sitting in the room and he just walks through the wall, you can tell that he's done that before. So there's obviously, quite a bit of communication going on between those two that they alluded to, which is cool, because they do get married in the comics, so I don't think that'll happen in these movies, just because, it's... What?
I feel like they portray her as very, very young.
Yeah, she's
even younger than she looks.
Yeah, I'm guessing she's probably supposed to be maybe 18
17,
or 19.
Yeah.
And he acts like 40.
Yeah.
400,000.
He acts like a 40-year-old British dude, though, like his character. When he's just cooking whatever he was cooking.
Plus,
dressed up like I don't know.
When he was
a distinguished British dude. That's what he is.
And he
Jarvis kind of programmed to act like that, so.
Yeah. Yeah, you could see Jarvis for real. He actually, did a pretty decent job for kind of, behaving like him. Granted, it's Paul Bettany's been doing it for a while, and I'm sure... I can't remember the guy's name that plays him in Agent Carter, but I'm sure he's kind of modeling it off of him. But they do have, kind of the same mannerisms. They even walk pretty similar, which, it'll be really hard to notice, but when you see
I'm sure you did, though, right?
When you see shit multiple times and you're thinking in your head, you go, oh, hey, yeah, look, they actually do that. So that's kind of cool. I don't know if I can pick one favorite scene. I actually thought the opening sequence was really cool. That was pretty interesting. Although it does make Wanda seem a bit OP. Oh, look,
she's a bit OP.
Yeah, there's gas in here. Get it out.
Especially in the airport scene.
Yeah, it was someone's fighting someone. Oh no, Team Iron Man's winning. Just kidding. Here comes Wanda with Team Cap to the rescue. Although I was so glad that we got to see Spider-Man and Cap fight. That was just... Yes, that was awesome.
Spider-Man's pretty powerful.
Yeah.
Oh my god, didn't he catch a car?
Yeah. Well,
he did that in
Tony Stark's videos.
40 miles an hour. 3,500 pounds or something like that. Good catch.
I can't go. I have homework.
You didn't just say that, did you? That's going to be cool because he's going to be in Spider-Man Homecoming, so that's going to be kind of exciting to see him go as like a mentor role. I would just love to see those.
Well, no, he's only going for Aunt May.
Right, but in the movie,
can you blame him?
I tried to look for it the second time, but I couldn't tell. I'm sure I'll see it again probably sometime next week here. But I was reading somewhere and someone said it looks like Aunt May kind of pushed Tony back when the door opens. So I'm wondering if maybe there wasn't, some going on.
I didn't notice that.
Not that it really matters, but...
But him and Pepper are...
pregnant? No,
not getting along.
No. Yeah, that kind of
I heard that, a rumor that Kingpin from Daredevil might be the villain in Spider-Man Homecoming.
That would be cool.
Finally tie in the Netflix series to the wider
really,
cinematic universe.
Yeah, I really wish, and I've said that basically since, not season 1 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., because it obviously had huge ramifications with Winter Soldier, but it just feels like whatever the show does doesn't matter, because the only thing that matters is the movies.
It's hard to tie in a multi-million-dollar budget movie with a probably a couple thousand or a few $1,000 show budget. They would get full of themselves.
The movie actors,
yeah,
but they could get the TV actors to go to the movie.
But I mean, have something that happens in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. be a direct thing in Age of Ultron, or I mean, not Age of Ultron, in any of the movies, because there was one where in season 2 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. it's shown that Coulson is the one that was helping Fury set up to get that helicarrier back. But it doesn't really matter because Fury just says, oh, I had some help. Like, no. Don't, say, oh, Coulson helped me do this or whatever. Like, make the shows fucking matter.
Yeah. The way it is now, it's kind of like the show's a fan fiction.
Yeah, almost. Almost. I mean, season 1 the latter half of season 1 tied in because, you have the revelation that Hydra's been inside S.H.I.E.L.D. and, of course, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. as well. Was it Agents of Hydra? I'm hoping... And then they canceled the Inhumans movie, so I don't know what they're going to do with that. But I'm hoping
they didn't cancel it. They just no longer have a release date.
Yeah, it has no release date. Same thing. But I'm wondering if it's not going to start to get stronger as we get closer and closer to Infinity War, since I'm guessing anybody that's been mentioned in any of these movies or TV shows is going to be in it, because this is like their big thing. This is it. This is the wad will be blown in these 2 movies.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting.
And it also seems like Cap gets the movies that, change shit. He had the first Avenger, which he was the first one, so that's a big deal. That literally created the universe. There's the Winter Soldier, which has the whole revelation of, S.H.I.E.L.D. being gone, all that stuff. Now you have Civil War, which is a huge split in the whole team.
His movies have to do with governments, relations, and spy stuff. That's why I think his has much to do with S.H.I.E.L.D. overall.
Also, haven't the people who run the MCU overall wanted him to be the main character, more or less?
I know the original script I shouldn't say the original script. The very first plan for the Avengers movie, I guess it doesn't matter. Skip that. The original draft of the script for the first Avengers movie that Joss Whedon wrote had Cap as the main character with, significantly more screen time than the other characters. Turns out they couldn't do that because Iron Man was the favorite, so we gotta give Iron Man more screen time. But if you look, I think he only has like 3 or maybe 2 minutes more than Cap does. So there's a clear, Cap's supposed to be really important. Cap has the most screen time by like 10 seconds in Age of Ultron. And he got like maybe, I think it was 4 more minutes of screen time in Captain America Civil War than Iron Man. So there's sort of this clear thing that he's, they're trying to make him like the main character without making it so obvious, because everybody likes Tony Stark, but when it comes to actual character driving the plot, it's a little bit easier to do with a regular dude who's really strong.
Yeah, all Tony does is pay for everything.
Yeah,
design
exactly.
everything. Make everyone look cool.
Cooler. I'll have to watch that again. I usually just skip to the parts where Ultron talks.
I think Captain America's he's getting more interesting too with every appearance. And
that's a really hard thing to balance because he doesn't change. He doesn't have an arc. He's literally been the same since the first time he's in the movies. Other than the fact that he's buffer now, personality-wise, he's no different. And yet they're making these...
I could do this all day.
Yeah. That was a really cool nod back to it, the whole stand-up. I saw that in trailer and I was pretty excited. And that shot of Tony blasting him with his shield up, I would pay an exorbitant amount of money for a poster of that. Really, that was just wow.
A screen cap.
Yeah, but that's different. I want a poster.
Licensed material.
Yeah, it just makes it feel more authentic when it's actually produced by them.
I think I'll probably get a screen cap of that for a wallpaper.
That would be cool. I saw one in it, it was I don't know if it was a GIF, but it was the sparks or whatever were flying off. No, I just want a static image. I just want to leave it as it is. But I was, and they had another twist with, because they kind of set it up where, oh look, they're going to have to fight a bunch of these, super soldiers, and it turns out it's actually literally just Cap and kind of Bucky versus Iron Man. So it was a cool little twist at the end. Oh, really? We're going to fight these 5 things? Well, this is not going to be cool. And it's oh, they're all dead? What? What's going on here? And it was really cool to finally see. I was dead sure that in the Winter Soldier, when they showed Howard Stark like dead car crash, I'm like, I bet you the Winter Soldier killed him. Bucky did it. This is gonna do something. And then there's a video of it, and it makes Iron Man want to basically kill him.
Yeah.
Not basically.
And then I don't know if you guys noticed. Well, I don't know if you really would have. I don't know if you guys noticed, but when he's like holding him out of the car, Howard says Sergeant Barnes because he knew him. Because he says Sergeant Barnes, help, and then I can't remember what his wife's name is, but it's not Martha. It's not Martha. I was
Did you just say you were gonna stop shitting on Batman Superman?
Not yet.
It's so hard.
No. They honestly, if that would have happened, I'm sure they would have went in and done some ADR to just change your name to anything else. But that was like a really nice little nod. Like, yeah, they would have known each other because there's, the first Avenger has like a montage of like 5 minutes where they condensed like I assume several months of shit where they were working together. So there's a relationship that you don't really get to see built, but actually does exist in there. So that was kind of like, and he's kind of questioning it. So that was cool. I do hope we get to see more Howard Stark on screen because they've, Tony's been bitching ever since he met Cap about how much his dad talked about him, and not once has his fucking dad mentioned him.
Yeah.
Howard Stark hasn't had much screen time.
He has in Agent Carter. He's had some decent screen time. Not one mention of Cap.
I only saw season 1 of Agent Carter. Really, they don't mention him?
I mean, I think he's been kind of mentioned. I don't remember the first season all that well. I'm going to have to rewatch it. I'm sure there's, in the first episode or two, there's like a mention of him.
Oh, looks like Zach dropped.
Oh, way to go, Zach. Jesus Christ. And Paul still has the fucking icon that says he needs an update, and his is still working. But yeah, I mean, Howard Stark has not once mentioned Captain America at all.
Maybe we'll find another trunk full of old film strips and whatnot.
Yeah, seriously, like, just, I mean, I know that's kind of...
And it'll be him, talking, doing experiments on Bucky or something, I don't know.
Well, he didn't experiment on Bucky, it was Armin Zola that did.
Oh, yeah.
He did all the experimenting on him in there. Although, I wonder why his arm fell off with that fall. Like, everything else was fine, and then he just had his arm, like... I guess maybe they could have cut it when they found him, since it was damaged.
Maybe he got pinned somehow.
That's possible,
and
too.
would have suffered crush syndrome or something.
Frostbite. He might have even cut off himself. I guess I didn't think about that.
I said crush syndrome.
What's that?
Like when you get crushed, a limb crushed, if it's left there too long, the limb will start to die, and then if you remove the thing that's crushing it, you'll poison yourself, basically.
Oh. Well, that sucks. I'll have to make sure I don't get crushed. I didn't know about that. So,
to, save you, you have to amputate the limb, and then remove the crushing.
Can I just say, whoa, dude, you got a metal arm?
That is awesome!
That thing does not obey the laws of physics at all.
Imagine if you ever saw the Hulk.
Yeah, that would be really cool. That would be cool to see him go. And
I wonder if they'll ever make another Hulk movie.
They've been, I think, sort of talking about it.
The problem is Paramount owns the rights to it, so I don't think something like that's going to happen, which is why he's teaming up with Thor. Although, I mean, what makes it a Hulk or, a particular character solo movie? Like,
the fact that in the title it says Hulk.
So
we don't care who's in it, just as long as it's called the Hulk.
So if they made Thor and Hulk, and Thor literally just walks on the screen and like waves to Bruce, and that's it, it would be fine.
Well, I mean, wouldn't be much reason to call that Hulk, is it? It's not the main character.
I said Hulk or Thor and Hulk, And Thor, all he does in the movie is wave, so everything else is with the Hulk.
He doesn't have his
What's
own
the movie
feel
called?
to his movies like the other people do.
Well, they thought the Incredible Hulk was going to be the big one, which is why they see Tony come in and talk to him. Because the original full-on first plan for the Avengers was Loki was going to make the Hulk go crazy, like he does in the comics, and then the Avengers are going to have to come in and contain him. And then the third act were going to be them teaming up to fight Loki. Whereas they changed it because Iron Man was actually significantly more popular, and the Hulk kind of, did all right. Might be the weakest Marvel movie.
Isn't that basically the story in the Avengers? Except they team up to fight Loki, and then Loki makes the Hulk go crazy.
No, what happens is the Hulk actually goes out and goes crazy. Rick Jones, who knows that Bruce Banner is the Hulk, really fucking weird, is going to radio the Fantastic Four to come help, because they're like the big ones. Like, in our real world, we talk about the movie Avengers, that's basically what the Fantastic Four were in that one. They were like the thing. Literally.
The thing, yeah.
And Loki actually intercepts the radio signal and disperses it. Well, it gets picked up by Ant-Man in his ant helmet, Iron Man in his and
Iron helmet.
No, in his
titanium ally.
Quote, miniaturized transistors, end quote. And actually Cap's not in that one at that time.
Well, that would make sense then, if Ant-Man has transistors in his helmets, and they'd get miniaturized.
Right. And I can't remember how Thor picks it up. I don't know, maybe he was just chasing Loki and figured it out or whatever, and then they team up and
Thor just shows up when he needs to. No explanation.
Like last minute.
It would have been so funny if he would have just shown up in the movie for like 2 minutes.
I thought for sure they were going to, because like on the Captain America Civil War Facebook page, they kept shooting like little hand cam promos, and one of them was Chris Hemsworth working out, and I'm like, he's not even in the movie. I thought for sure that they just hit it really well, and he was gonna show up for a couple seconds.
Yeah, but then a lot of people like me would have started crying, because that means we know Cap's gonna die, and that's bullshit.
Why would Cap die?
Because he's gonna.
Because he's got to lift Mjolnir. That's all people were talking about everywhere in my city internet, Reddit. But Cap's gonna die. And
just because Cap and Thor are in the same movie doesn't mean he has to lift Mjolnir in that movie and then
Haven't you heard of Chekhov's gun? All right.
Wish they've been in 2 movies already together.
I know. Which
means the chances of it increase with every movie.
Yeah, really. Anyway, no, but I think there was someone that was talking about the movie after seeing it, and they kept mentioning Chekhov's gun, like, oh, this is a Chekhov's gun, that's a Chekhov's gun. So, like, did you just find out, like, that this is a thing and you just like saying it? Because none of these things you mentioned are Chekhov's guns. Aunt May does not have any special plot relevance because she's mentioned in the movie. She is not Chekhov's daughter. I was like, what? Not every...
Chekhov's aunt.
Right. Not everything that gets mentioned in the movie is Chekhov's gun. Like, it's fine if Peter Parker mentions his web shooter and then the plot doesn't hinge on whether or not his web shooter works. Like, that's fine. That's fine. He's got to lift Mjolnir before he dies, though. Like, that's it, or I'll riot. No. I'll find where they live and tell them very mean things about them. But yeah, it's...
the humanity.
Seriously, like, the last 2 Cap films have probably been two of the top 5 Marvel movies.
Yeah. I think Captain America is pretty much the most boring Avenger. But his movies are quite good.
Yeah.
The better ones.
Yeah. I wonder if they'll do any more, because I know Chris Evans has said he'd be willing to, do more movies. So I wonder if they'll go, no, we kind of already planned for you to not be here after, whatever. So, no, we're not going to get you. Or if they'll go, yeah, we can come back, do some more movies. I wouldn't mind seeing some more Cap solo adventures. Maybe
he's probably getting. They're getting sick of these movies, though. They have to be the actors.
I don't know.
Are they though?
Because, I don't think they.
I mean, it's right. It's not like it's particularly hard.
It is their job.
Their job is to act.
Right, but it's most of the time they're, I mean, I guess I don't think Chris Evans is, the super straight, humble guy, but he's not a dick either. I think there's a little bit of acting, but most of them seem to be basically playing themselves. They've done the characters enough to where it's like second nature. They don't have to put it. I don't know acting, so please, I don't want to get bitched at. It doesn't.
I'm pretty sure these movies are a particularly painful experience.
Some of the new ones,
Gandalf and the Hobbit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Poor guy.
Some of the newer upcoming actors, though, need to be careful that they don't become identified with their superhero, because that's going to make it harder for them to get new acting jobs.
Would they give a shit when they're getting paid like $20 million a movie?
I mean, like Spider-Man, when he's done with
Holland?
being Spider-Man, the new guy. But
he's done other stuff already. I mean, it's nothing big, but I don't think he'll get typecast as being Peter Parker. We'll see. I wouldn't mind it because I'd love to see Tom Holland play Peter Parker for like 20 years. Just teenage Peter Parker, college.
I don't know if
Parker,
that's gonna happen.
Mary Jane Peter Parker. You can do all kinds of. There was like a Spider-Man 2099 where he goes to the future. You can probably somehow do that because I want to see it. Just get him young, sign like a 20 movie picture, and have at it.
Well, then they will end up hating their roles.
What
Here's your next 20 years, kid.
What is there any kind of limit, or how does that work with movie contracts? Like, obviously the actor isn't guaranteed to be in that number of movies, but I mean, can you sign a contract like that for an infinite number of films?
I don't see why not.
It's a contract. You can put whatever you want in it.
Yeah, but you can't sign
at the same time, I don't see why you'd sign it if it's a different number.
You can't make a contract to make a person your slave and then have it be valid.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I know, like, for sports, the longest contracts they can sign is 7 years because that's the longest you can sign.
And they can buy out their contracts, but it's usually a crazy amount of money, like $500,000 or more.
That's like 10 minutes of screen time.
There's always some way to. There's always got to be some contingencies for you to breach a contract.
Yeah.
Because you do not have to follow a contract.
I thought that's what contracts were.
It just means you agree to some penalty if you break it.
Oh. Captain America contract war. It's kind of funny, though, because I would really like to see him be in more movies. Even if it's just another, like, solo film or something like that.
I don't know, we at least got to make it to Infinity Wars. That's going to be huge.
It's the same guys.
What?
It's the same guys that have done.
Yeah, Thanos will finally do something.
Yeah, really. Fine, I'll do it myself.
We can tease it in for how many movies now?
I keep hearing that he's
gonna
come through and like be the I don't know if the main bad guy, but be like the destructive force behind Ragnarok.
Well, that would kind of make sense. Maybe he'll get one of the stones in that movie.
Yeah.
I mean, it would make sense.
He had one. He had the Mind Stone.
I bet he'll kill the Vision.
I thought he could give that up and give the Tesseract.
No, the Tesseract's in, yeah. That's probably what he's going to be doing. He's probably going to be going to Asgard to get the Tesseract. Because that's there, and then the Ether is with the Collector. Or was.
Doesn't the Collector have a few of them?
I'm sure he's still there.
Well, how are the Ducks with the Collector?
No, the Collector would only have the one because the Orb, the Power Stone, is with Nova Corps, Tesseract's and Asgard, Ether's with the Collector, and the Mind Stone is with Vision. Actually, it's part of Vision.
Yeah.
After seeing the trailer for Doctor Strange, I don't think there's going to be any kind of Infinity Stone mentioned in there. I think we're going to see it in Thor, and I don't think they'll do it again in Guardians of the Galaxy, but there'll be some other movie where it's mentioned or it's the plot device, and then we'll have all the 6.
I think I don't think this would be related to the stones. It might be after Infinity Wars, but I think Black Widow's getting her own movie.
Yeah.
Solo movie.
Yeah, they're coming.
Oh, really? Would that be in Phase 4?
Probably.
How many phases is it going to be?
Well,
as many as they can make it.
Yeah,
Sure.
Infinity Wars is the big 3-phase thing. After that, I don't know what they're going to do.
I can see. I mean, just looking forward, I can see where it's.
Infinity Wars more or less since the beginning.
Yeah,
it's been changed all the way, but
it's going to get stretched thin. You know, it might be kind of. We're pumping these out just for the kids now. You know.
Paul, these comics have been written for like 60 fucking years, and they
make
two movies a year. Like they've got enough shit to.
I guess I don't know. As long as they don't screw it
up.
I don't
know. Don't a lot of the movies sort of condense large arcs of comics?
Well, right, but I'm saying, like, there's the Civil War comic. Like, that was a big thing over the course of, like, a year. Okay, they did that in a movie. There's all kinds of other shit. They haven't done Secret Wars yet. That's something.
But I could see if they did, like, where they went to a different, they did a different universe. Like, when the comics reboot, if they reboot the movies, they're going to lose a lot of fans.
Yeah.
And how many times, the comics are constantly rebooting.
Well, I don't know. Imagine we're 20 years later. I think the kid would get away with it.
Maybe. But it's, they tease Secret Avengers because he goes and rescues the people in that Supermax prison. I mean, who's left in there? Falcon, Ant-Man.
It's called The Raft.
Wanda, right.
I think they mentioned that in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. once.
They might have. But again,
actually, I think it was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It looked different.
Really? When did they go there?
Yeah, wasn't there a building that was in the water and it came out of the water?
No. They never
had the budget for that.
Yeah.
Sure they did.
No. No. No, that never happened.
Well, I'm going to look it up now.
Well, you do that because it didn't happen. This is the first time we've seen the Raft.
I want to know what that building was. It was like a prison.
So...
What season?
First.
I mean, there was that tall building where Ward first started turning. They were taking the general guy there. Not the general, but then that's when he uncuffed him, and then we really knew Ward was bad. That really tall building where they keep all the supplies.
Yeah, but that was not in
the confiscated stuff.
Yeah.
It was in the water, but it didn't come out of the water. But I want to say it was in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Oh, I think I might know what Andrew's talking about.
Well, I want him to look it up and see because...
So, Luke Cage...
I'll try the wiki. Raft.
That comes out in July or September, I think.
I think it's fall.
Yeah, and it kind of made me mad. I saw this article and it said, "Oh, one of the characters or the actors from Civil War is going to be a main character in Luke Cage." And I'm like, "Oh, that's pretty cool." So I'm looking at it, and it ended up being
black chick.
Yeah, it's the kid who died because of Wanda.
Andrew, what was his name?
Huh?
Wasn't it Steven? No, it wasn't Steven.
So yeah, his mom.
About the person who worked for the State Department and blamed Tony for it.
Yeah, the one that got the building dropped on him while they were kicking ass.
Yeah, she's going to be in Luke Cage, but she's not even going to be playing the character she played in Civil War. She's playing a completely... So it's just literally the actress. There's no connection at all to Civil War, really.
Again, a missed opportunity. What the fuck?
I know.
Honestly, I think the problem is, like, they're gonna... when this is done, when this whole Marvel thing is done, it's gonna be lauded as, wow, okay, they did it with the movies, they pulled it off, but they absolutely failed to expand it to anything outside the realms of those films. Now,
It's the fridge. That's the building I was thinking of.
Oh yeah, the fridge.
And it's not like it. Right. It's like a
where they put that Magnum thing.
Yeah.
That black goo stuff. Professor Man.
What did they originally call the ice gun or whatever?
The
freeze ray?
No,
the night.
Yeah,
the night gun.
Well, I'm not calling it that.
No, it's actually not a bad name.
I gotta catch up on
that show.
that.
I know people bitch about it a lot. Not really sure why. I don't know what it's... I mean, it's not like it's a great TV show. I'll call it, good. But,
well, as good as the Stargate shows, I think.
No Game of Thrones, obviously.
Well, I mean, really? You have, 3 shows that you can put up there. Probably X-Files, Game of Thrones, and maybe Lost. I mean, I guess...
Breaking Bad?
Yeah, Breaking Bad.
Right, Breaking Bad's got some bad pacing, but...
Well, Game of Thrones is, kind of slogged through there in seasons 4 and 5. But now we got... Getting off topic, but... Now we got a lot of shit that's going to get wrapped up in these next 2 seasons. So, back to Civil War. Paul, I don't think you mentioned your favorite scene.
Yeah, the car scene was pretty cool. But yeah, I don't know, just...
one joke.
But it was cool because you kind of get to see him teaming up. Was cool.
I mean, it was cool when he went and got Spider-Man, but I think the scene at the airport, just watching Spider-Man fight, I mean, I was on my edge of the seat the entire time. Watching anything with Spider-Man in action.
Yeah.
That got me big time.
Hey everyone. Just do what I told you.
All right, you're done. But
Mr.
Stark, no, you're done.
I'm gonna tell Aunt May. All right, I'm done. He's got a concussion or something.
And then at the post-credit scene, it was this guy named Steve.
His friend was huge.
You don't know him. He's from Brooklyn.
That'd be cool. That's something that they should do is have Cap come and visit him at his house.
I wonder, they might. I could see him doing that. Maybe. That projector thing he got, I guess that's that goes on his belt.
Yeah. That's so he can warn criminals that they're about to be tackled by their friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
It's a bad signal. Except with the spider.
Yeah, no. Again with the fucking Batman. This is
if he does throw up the Spider-Man signal, I mean, we could probably see it from Gotham.
What's another movie that's so bad it's... fucking New York City's right across from Gotham.
And Metropolis.
Queens, Brooklyn, Metropolis. Just all blocks from each other. Gotham.
But Smallville, Kansas is only an hour that way.
Jeez. Is there any other movie that's been just so bad?
No, I'm sure there's plenty, but...
bad movies.
No,
but ones that were hyped up so big.
Yeah, is there anything that's as a big of disappointment?
Fantastic Four?
No, I don't think
close.
Anybody...
Well,
or did everyone think that was going to suck?
Guess what? Apparently Fox is working on a sequel to that shitfest. So...
Will it be those same actors?
Well, they did a sequel to the last shitfest they did. So.
But seriously. That was better than this. That movie was better than this.
It was a lot better.
Oh, what, with the freaking foam-padded thing?
The first Fantastic Four movie, which is a terrible movie in its own right, is the best fucking Fantastic Four movie we're probably ever going to get.
Yeah. Well, I never saw the new one.
But MCU.
I never saw the Rise of the Silver Surfer.
Thank God you didn't.
Don't do that.
Don't. Is it really that bad?
It's...
Or did I see... Is it...
Honestly, Paul...
Does the Thing meet that blind lady in the first one or the second one?
Yes, in the first one.
Okay.
Alicia. It honestly is probably it is worse than Batman vs. Superman. Because at least Batman vs. Superman had Wonder Woman's theme. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, watching her fight was pretty exciting.
Well, I heard something that apparently Fox is working on an X-Men TV show and has plans on how it's going to tie in with the movies. But wait, weird thing is, Marvel actually has the live-action TV rights to X-Men. Does this mean there's perhaps some sort of deal swap in the works where maybe Marvel will get what they want, which is the Fantastic Four? I don't know. That'd be really cool.
Because like a trade to me. I don't think the X-Men really fit into the MCU.
No, not the X-Men. It'll be
Fantastic.
Yeah, they'll definitely get the Fantastic
Four.
Four.
Yeah, so they wouldn't want to make an X-Men TV show.
Oh, right, yeah. Well, they could do a standalone one and not tie it in with just like all their other TV shows. I mean, that's been working out fine for them.
No, what about Apocalypse? I don't think it's doing too good. I'll look it up here.
Yeah,
see what it's at on
the
Rotten.
problem is those trailers don't. I mean, people usually bitch about trailers not giving away the plot, but all it is biblical references, shit getting destroyed. Forget everything you think you know.
Everything they built will fall.
Yeah. I'm getting so sick of trailers with forget everything you think you know, or what if I told you something, something, something. Like, why?
Well, that's like the Doctor Strange trailer, right?
I know, that's what I mean. Like, everything else about it was fine, but you have this stupid... Why? Do you really need that? What if I told you? I mean, I get, like...
In a world where...
I haven't seen The Matrix in a long time. I should definitely watch that again.
It's not a Matrix specific. They used to say that shit in trailers all the time.
Yeah, but I mean, I think that
Pull
was
up
kind
like
of the
any
big
90s
one.
trailer.
Yeah, but I think that was kind of like the big one that was, because The Matrix is basically a live-action anime without fan service. Ooh.
Angry Birds is at 63%.
Really? What the fuck?
That seems pretty high.
Yeah.
That's pretty high for Rotten Tomatoes.
That's way higher.
Also seems pretty high for the fucking Angry Birds movie because.
But
God, that looks
Ratchet
horrible.
and Clank's at 16%.
Jesus Christ, was that really that bad, Andrew?
No, it was all right.
Here, what am I? I'm looking for Apocalypse.
I don't know. The problem is it's like I don't know why anything is happening. It's just all these really expensive shots of shit getting destroyed. Like the cool thing about the X-Men is they have a lot of characters, which is kind of like with the Avengers movies or a TV show, and it's cool to see them interact. I want to see them interact. That doesn't involve fucking buildings being thrown on them. Sometimes I just want to listen to Professor X talk. Or Magneto talk. Granted, he's not Ian McKellen, but he is my...
Yeah, not everything has to be an apocalypse.
Yeah, and what are they going to do next? You kind of got, this is... Guy's been building up for 10,000 years. What's bigger than that? Unless they're going to try to do Galactus with X-Men. Good luck.
X-Men's at 59%.
Jesus. That'll probably go up a little bit before it comes out. But,
by the way, X dropped again.
Yep. Jesus.
The sequel to Alice in Wonderland's at 22%.
I didn't see the first one. I should see that.
It was pretty good. The Jabberwocky.
Yeah. The Wabberjack. The chick who plays in it was the main character in Crimson
Peak. Yeah. Which was like we talked about that the other day. That was an okay movie.
It was. They marketed it wrong. It was not a horror at all. It was a gothic romance, and they marketed it as like this horror movie. It might be, aside from maybe the Hobbit movies or Gravity, like the most beautifully shot movie I've seen.
Really think the Hobbit movies are beautifully shot?
I think they're excellently shot.
Besides the third one.
Well, but I mean, but the way everything is lit and everything is just fucking
animated to the bone.
Well, I don't mind the CGI for certain stuff. I mean,
I know, but in that last one when they had literally the entire army CGI'd.
Well,
they had his armor CGI'd and his hammer CGI'd.
Yeah,
his freaking face. My God.
Yeah. But people complain about that. But I was watching some of those making of stuff, and they had like goblin costumes, and they had the people in those, and they were doing it for like 3 or 4 hours, and the people were coming back and had to take their costumes off, and they were dumping the sweat out of their boots. And this is after a couple hours, and they couldn't act at all because of the way the costumes were. They couldn't do any kind of movement, especially with the face. So that's why they ended up doing at least some goblins animated in some of the faces. I don't know why they chose to do it with orcs. There's fucking 27 hours of making of features on there, and I'm through like 3. So I'm sure somewhere on there they're going to touch
Well, orcs are less twisted than...
Yeah.
I mean, I guess Gallus technically are a type of orc, but...
I wonder why...
You know what I mean?
How come Peter Jackson seems to be the only one that gets really in depth with the making of stuff? I know some other movies have quite a bit, but it just seems like it's pretty much just, oh, here's a commentary, here's a couple of shots of the actors talking about playing their characters. Oh yeah, it's really great to get to play a character like this because they're really powerful and it's empowering as a woman to play as a strong character. And that's the extent of the special features. And even Marvel stuff is pretty bare bones.
I don't really like special features that much, so.
Does it break your immersion? Your emulsion?
No, it's just... I'd rather watch another movie rather than special features.
Yeah, but have you seen, like, the Lord of the Rings special features? Because they're basically...
Well, yeah.
Oh.
Well, yeah. So if you're passionate about the movie, then...
I just
like Harry Potter, I had to watch all the special features.
Does that stuff go in depth, or is that still kind of just the basic stuff?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's been a while. But it's, pretty basic. But deleted scenes, those are always exciting.
Yeah. And I always wonder, like, especially there was one for Guardians of the Galaxy, you know, when they're breaking out of the prison, he wants to go back for his headset. Like, there's like a 2-second shot of the guy walking with it and dancing. Like, it's funny, and, okay, now we know where he is, and we know he has it still. So it serves, like, you know, a plot purpose. And they decided to cut it out. Like, what? 2 seconds is going to ruin the pacing of your comedy? Don't think so. You know? I mean, this is probably why I'm not an editor, but I'd have left that scene in, because I chuckled watching it. And I chuckled again when I watched it with commentary, because James Gunn laughed when he watched it. Why did you cut it, James?
Yeah, that's... I don't know. Like... I don't know. I don't know where I'm going.
Alright. So something that I noticed in the Avengers movies, and Avengers 2.5, Thor is gone for a while. Or in Civil War, he's gone all the time. So, I'm assuming in Infinity War he's just going to disappear for a good 2/3 of the film, or not show up until later. So what do you think is going to either stop him from getting there on time, or have to leave?
Loki, maybe?
Okay. Paul, what do you think?
What's going to make him not on time for Infinity Wars?
Or make him have to leave early, because so far he's either, you know, he doesn't show up until like 40-something minutes into the first Avengers movie, and then he leaves for like almost half of Avengers 2, and then he's gone for Avengers 2.5.
Well, he could have some lady troubles with Jane Foster.
I freaking hope not. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the Thor movies would be a lot better if he didn't have to muck about on Earth for no real reason.
Yeah. But coming to Earth is what ties it in with everything else.
Sure. Like,
and
sure,
makes it
the
relevant.
First Thor movie, that's yeah. But plot-wise, there's no real reason for Earth to be in the Dark World.
Yeah, there really isn't. And I don't think Natalie Portman's gonna be in this next one either. She might be done.
Huh.
Which kind of sucks, because I get that Darcy's annoying, but it's okay to have, like, an annoying comic relief character. Like, I'm fine with that, and I did, like, you know, the whole Jane Foster thing, yeah. Yeah, like, she had some really funny lines, so.
I don't think she's annoying.
But
yeah, I like her.
Do, but even so, like, it was
most
still...
people are stupid, so.
That's very
That's
true.
true.
That's very true. So that kind of sucks, because now we have, I think Gwyneth Paltrow is done. Probably Natalie Portman's done. It's like, I mean, what the fuck? Is there going to be any females left aside from Black Widow for these men to love? It's going to be Avengers Civil War 2, the fight for Black Widow.
Isn't Pepper Potts supposed to be like an invincible lava person still?
Rescue.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, that's right. We haven't seen her since Iron Man 3. Holy shit. What the hell has she been doing?
Running Stark Industries.
Oh yeah, well Jane is about to get a Nobel Prize for astrophysics. But Jane's better.
But seriously, one of my biggest questions I've been pondering is, how did Howard the Duck get to space and the collector's place?
Well, the same way a raccoon got to space, I assume.
What's a raccoon?
That's what you are, stupid.
That was 2004 might be the best year Marvel's had, but we'll see with Civil War if Doctor Strange is even like
2004.
14. I meant sorry.
Okay, yeah, I was confused.
I think the first. I think
years before.
Well, the second X-Men movie came out in 2004, I think. So.
Well, that was a good one, yeah.
Before number 3.
Yeah.
Is that Zach back?
Yeah.
Alright.
So you basically missed everything.
Yeah, I was having some technical difficulties.
Did you have to go to the bathroom? Because that's the only time I have technical difficulties. Shh. You already said your favorite scene, right, Zach? I don't know if you were...
Yeah, it was that stairway scene.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Same scene as mine.
I don't know if I can pick one. Like, really.
Well, basically, from when the movie started until it ended.
Basically, from when the Marvel book opens until the Spider-Man will return thing.
I know. Obviously, he's returning.
Wow. The problem is
He's got Homecoming.
There's so many people that don't know until they see the trailer. Like, I guarantee you that outside of us, I might be able to mention one person by name who even knows there's another Spider-Man movie coming out. Let alone the fact that it's called Homecoming, that Iron Man will be in it, and that it's part of the MCU.
Is it your aunt?
It might be. I probably told
you. Is that coming out next year?
I believe so.
I mean, most people don't look up movies more than a year ahead of time.
I don't think people look up movies more than a fucking hour before they show up.
No, the trailer hits, people share it on Facebook, and that's when they find out about it.
I would honestly be surprised if less than 35% of the tickets bought for movies are bought for a movie that they didn't know exist until they bought the ticket for it.
Well, a lot of people only go out to see movies because they want to go out.
Because they want to go out.
Sure.
They don't.
I'm just like, even me. Besides the MCU, I don't really look at movies that far ahead.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, these are really the only movies that count. Everything else is just basically.
Well, and it's these big epic, like, I don't want to say sagas, but I guess that's what it would be called. I mean, all these movies that tie in together. That's what make it interesting and to look forward to.
You probably know about Star Wars, Andrew.
I've heard of Star Wars.
Well, sure, but Star Wars is the same sort of boat, isn't it?
Oh,
yeah,
it?
Where it's this giant
by Disney
saga.
Did you say saga?
Saga. And then the Sonic music comes on because that's all everybody played on Saga.
That's really only good.
But other games?
It did, technically, yes, but
it had a really cool Aladdin game.
It had a pretty fun Dolphin game, I guess. Echo or whatever.
Are you talking about
Echo the Dolphin? That was Sega Genesis. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, like, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter. I don't want to, but I'll say Twilight.
Fuck you.
You shouldn't have.
Fucking mention that in the Civil War podcast.
Those are when you have a big story like that. Those are the ones people look forward to. But then a lot of it is still going.
Are they going to do Lord of the Rings, Silmarillion, or are they
really?
Lord of the Rings?
No, they won't do that. That's impossible to film.
I would applaud them for their enormous balls if they tried. They're not going to.
I mean, try.
Besides which, the Tolkien estate doesn't like the movies, so they're probably not going to license anymore.
Yeah. Which is kind of sad because I don't know.
It's also kind of sad that somehow, despite Tolkien having been dead for quite some time now,
long?
his books are still under copyright.
Yeah.
That's Disney for you, and I'm sure I think a lot of their stuff's supposed to be public domain soon, so I'm sure they're gonna be. That's probably why they bought Star Wars, so they can use it to make a bunch of money, so they can pay the federal government to extend copyrights.
Is that why Disney's making all these new live-action updates so that they can maintain the reality that they own the rights to these stories, even though they don't?
It always doesn't count. I mean, they maintain the illusion that they own the stories, but they're making another Jungle Book movie to come out next year. So, and it's not Disney making it.
So I just saw a question on Reddit. How long can Captain America's hand last while punching Iron Man? I can do this all day.
That's how long.
24 hours, and then it gives out.
And this is the worst part about this subreddit, though. Like, it's supposed to technically be answered in universe, but then instead of just providing like the facts, i.e. the stuff from whatever universe you're talking about, no, people gotta act like they're a character in the fucking universe.
That's a requirement, or that's just what the people do?
No, that's what a lot of the people do.
That can be fun sometimes.
The requirement is it has to, like, you have to answer it like it's in universe.
Within the context of the universe.
Yeah, but these people fucking pretend that they're a character and they make up names and backstories. No, answer the fucking question and move on to the next.
Yeah.
No, that can be entertaining.
Really kinky
I saw this question from is a Warhammer 40,000 related question for why the Imperial date system is like it is. And the answer was quite good. So you could look that up.
Were they an orc in their answer?
They were like an administrator official.
See here's a perfect example of a good way to do this. Someone asked in the Firefly and Serenity universe, are there male companions? Someone provides a quote. Look, they got boy horse. Isn't that thoughtful? Kaylee. That's it. You don't need to come up with a story about how you met Captain Malcolm Reynolds. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, that would get to be a bit much. At least highlight if you're going to do that. Highlight the answer in your story.
Yeah. Well, you see, son, back in my day, Cap was frozen. We didn't even know he was still alive. And now look at him. He's out there kicking all kinds of ass. Because that's what America does. He can do it forever because he's Captain America. Like, what? That doesn't... You didn't make anything any better.
Also didn't really answer the question.
That's also true.
It's more like a propaganda poster or something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm going to check Amazon and see if you can pre-order that yet.
Pre-order what?
Captain America Civil War.
Jeez.
Can you? Son of a bitch, you can. $32 on Blu-ray. I think I'm going to wait a wee bit on that.
That's a bit crazy.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. They didn't have Spider-Man like in any of the promo shots.
Walmart's got Deadpool for $20.
Yeah, Kayla got it for me.
They had a really cool trailer, or not trailer, but like ad for the Blu-ray in front of Civil War at the theater I saw it at. Well, Zach and Andrew, you were there.
Deadpool Blu-ray, yeah.
Oh, you can buy Ratchet and Clank for $35. Jesus.
Why is it so
Is that the
expensive?
game, maybe?
I think this is like a placeholder because these don't come out for like 5 or 6 months.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it's just kind of like, and then they can send everybody an email that says, we saved you money, look how awesome we are. Although
We saved you $15. Well, not really. You just sold it to me for the actual regular price.
Yeah, really.
Wait, are we still rolling?
Yeah?
Alright, I didn't know. I cut out a minute ago.
Yeah, what the fuck was wrong? You cut out like 500 times. So, I mean, that was probably the best Marvel movie right now. I don't know if Doctor Strange is,
I don't think it could top it.
I don't know if
It'll
Doctor
be like
Strange
Inception.
can be better, but it could be good.
Yeah, there's no way that Doctor Strange was ever going to be better than Civil War. I don't even think Spider-Man Homecoming is going to be. Maybe, but I really, really, really doubt it. Because there's just something about, especially when a lot of these characters we've seen for 5, 6, 7 years now that they've kind of existed. 8 for Iron Man. Like, that's a long time, and there's a lot of movies. That's a lot of time to build up and get with these people.
Mm-hmm.
And aside from a couple of miscues with the reasonings for stuff, actually, I think, Andrew, you and I talked about this a little bit ago, where there's, some pieces of dialogue, like when Ross says, well, if I lost, a couple 30-kiloton nukes, you'd bet there'd be consequences. Cap says, I'm like, yeah, but these are people. Something along those lines.
Well, he kind of made that argument later when Stark said they don't grant visas to weapon of mass destruction.
Yeah.
He didn't really say that, but he just said, Tony, this is the problem.
Yeah, he just kind of brushed it off. Alright, well, I think we bitched about Batman vs. Superman enough. Next week we'll talk about Captain America.
Never enough.
No,
That's what it's seeming like.
It's like, oh my god. And it's so funny because Batman vs. Superman was basically DC's version of Civil War. Except for the fact it was the second fucking movie. Like imagine...
Terrible, yeah.
Like, imagine if The Incredible Hulk, which was the second MCU movie, was Iron Man vs. Hulk. Like, you're not going to care. You're not going to care.
Well, sure, but there were already good Batman movies, so people kind of care about the character.
Yeah, but they weren't.
They weren't his
canon.
Batman.
Yeah.
Sure, but that's also the rationale for why we don't have Spider-Man origin story. Right?
Yeah, but that's because they've done his origin story twice in the last decade.
It would be pretty boring if they had another origin story for Spider-Man.
Oh look, I'm going on a science trip. Oh gosh, I got bit by a spider again. Why does this keep happening to me?
I got picked on in school.
Stuck in a time loop.
I'm caught in a time loop. This isn't a loop, buddy. It's the end of the line. Oh, Team Cap wins, though, for sure.
But didn't Iron Man win, kind of? Because, well, no, I guess Captain did break out his friends.
Yeah, they're going to have the Secret Avengers.
From the oil rig.
That's going to be pretty cool.
So now there's 2 teams of Avengers.
Basically.
Legal Avengers and Secret Avengers.
I still think, I know this is... Probably should have talked about this earlier instead of tangenting so much, but that's alright. I still think it would have been better. I don't think they would have been able to fit it in a 2.5-hour movie. But I think it would have been a bit better if it would have happened where instead of Tony finding out, oh look, Bucky was actually framed, that something happens and the Avengers, basically go to get ready to take care of the problem, and then the Accord's like, no, we're gonna wait. And then a bunch of bad shit happens and a lot of people die, and then it's like, oh, maybe these aren't such a good thing. The problem with that is, one, that's probably you need like an extra 10, maybe 15 minutes of movie there. Now you're basically up to 2:45, pushing close to 3 hours. And you have the problem of that makes it very obvious that Team Cap is the right choice, whereas the movie has a very either way is kind of correct sort of thing. It's basically what you want.
Yeah.
Which is cool. I mean, that's really hard to balance like that. That's really impressive that they were able to pull that off.
And the whole fight between them happened because mistakes were made on both sides.
Right, exactly. Because in the comics, it's basically Team Cap is just blatantly, obviously right, and then like Iron Man turns into a gigantic douche for basically the entire run of the comics, because it's like someone's wrong and they have to justify it, and everybody else knows they're wrong, but they have to justify it because, and it's
so it's a YouTube comment section.
Basically. I mean, maybe Twitch, but yeah. I wonder why those two are so bad.
What, with trolls?
Yeah, just like why Twitch and YouTube compared to anything else.
Well, with Twitch, it's because your comment lasts for like 2 seconds, so you can't write much.
Well, you
can't be nuanced at all. And there's even less accountability than normal with that sort of system. And I don't know about YouTube, but it's probably just because there's a lot of people that are not very smart like YouTube.
Yeah. Well, it's like Facebook. Facebook's stupid too.
Mm-hmm. People open their mouths before they even know what they want to say.
Yeah. One improvement I wish they made in Civil War, though, is when Ross was going over the recent Avengers incidents. They really should have included Johannesburg.
Yeah, maybe.
Because that Hulk fight was way more devastating than the Lagos incident.
Yeah. Yeah, and they probably should have left New York out, since what? How did the Avengers do that? Like...
Yeah, not their fault at all, really.
And I think,
that was all Loki, yeah.
Yeah, and I think, looking at it, like, I think the problem with it is...
if they weren't there...
Right.
They would have nuked New York.
Right, exactly. And I think the problem is, like, you can't, like... Even if they were controlled, assuming everybody signs the Accords, everything, okay. So then they get told, alright, go in here and stop this threat, because this is a big problem and, regular forces can't do it. And if you still have, like, the Hulk and all that, there's still going to be destruction. Like, just because Bruce Banner signed a piece of paper doesn't mean the Hulk's not going to wreck shit. That's what he does, It's... Because there's one
Hulk
shot...
smash.
Yeah. Because there's one shot, I don't know if it was actually in the first Avengers movie, but it's supposed to be from it, where the Hulk is jumping on a building and he pulls shit off and it basically crushes this person who's recording with their phone. Like, even if you...
No, they made new shots for the
I couldn't remember seeing it in there, but that's what it's supposed to be from, is from the Battle of New York. And he would have died anyways, even if Bruce Banner would have signed the Accords and said, whatever. I mean, he's still going to pull that shit down. Like, there's still going to be destruction. It's not...
And if Bruce Banner didn't smash things, probably would have got shot by a Chitauri.
Right, exactly. So, it's, they definitely shouldn't have included New York for sure, and they probably shouldn't have included what happened in D.C., since, they were going to kill millions of people. Actually, I think it was capped at like 300,000 for the initial targets.
And honestly, other than the Triskelion, there wasn't much damage.
Well, the things cost a lot of money.
Yeah, what a waste, but...
Taxpayer money. So yeah, those two they probably shouldn't have been made for. But you're right, Johannesburg, that would have been way more devastating.
Also would have looked kind of cool, that building collapsing.
Yeah, they could have shown that again. Because that was like the money shot in the trailer.
Well, yeah, in the movie it's an aerial view. And the ground view is different.
Yeah, they missed a couple of small things, but this is getting really nitpicky. A couple changes in dialogue. Oh, maybe they should have changed these shots. I mean, it really doesn't affect anything plot-wise. It's pretty cohesive. The only thing I saw, and it took me a while to kind of figure out, was how Cap and Bucky and then Iron Man are able to catch up with Zemo. Well, one, he's flying, commercial, and then I think he drives to, like, some small plot and then flies a helicopter or something there. pretty sure the Quinjet's going to be faster than that. And I've always assumed...
He wouldn't take a helicopter. He took a crawler.
Oh, that's right. So that's going to be even slower. And I've always kind of assumed that Tony Stark's Iron Man suits are some of the fastest vehicles in there. Like, probably faster than the Quinjet, so I can see him, arriving slightly behind Bucky and Cap.
Sure. Well, in Iron Man, the first movie, he flies to the Middle East from California.
Yeah. So it's clearly got some go with it.
It's got some get up.
Yeah. All those, I don't know how many horses it would have.
Well, it was keeping up with those jets.
Horses can't fly.
But pigs can. Alright, so it's time for the Andrew plug.
Well, shoot.
I think Andrew should have to... Oh, yeah. You have to watch. I'll even provide you a link if you would so like. Watch 2 episodes and record a dialogue for, or not dialogue, but commentary of you watching it. Kaiju Sentai Gokaiger. Suck it.
Zootide.
That's
Bless you.
I said Japanese. Paul, what's yours?
God, I never have any of these. Let's see. Andrew's got to do something. What does he got to do?
Do you have any of the Marvel games?
Huh?
Andrew, do you have any of the Marvel games? Lego Marvel or anything?
I got Lego Marvel Superheroes, yeah.
Stream that on Twitch.
Okay.
But only play as Captain America and roleplay it.
Well, I'm not done with the story yet, so...
Well, that's fine. You can do free play of some mission, and Cap's in the first one, so...
Just do what Cap would do, I guess.
Which is the right thing.
Go away, Mr. Fantastic. You're not in this game. Pressure's not on me, is it?
Yeah. It's completely on you.
It's just like, come on, I want to do something. Oh, God. We're not to Warcraft yet, are we?
That's not until July.
God damn.
That's only a couple of months, though.
June.
Is it June?
That's next month.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh. Jesus, this month's already half over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey Andrew, before Paul does his, this will give you some time. Do you have software on your computer that you could capture like your screen with and stream that? Because you should stream the show while you commentate on it so we can watch it.
I don't have that set up.
You can download OBS. It's really easy. And
I know I
free.
can.
Is there copyright
I don't have it
issues?
set up.
It's on fucking Facebook for free. Oh, you don't have Facebook, do you?
Get a Facebook.
Nope.
Well, you have ad block, right? Stupid question. Alright, I'll find your link the other way, because...
Or I could opt to not do that.
Come on, Paul.
I don't. Why do I want Andrew to do anything?
Maybe you could have me complete all the completable achievements in Super Hot, because I already did that.
Then I need to pick something new.
But you didn't know that until I said so.
Well, you should have had me tell you to do it and then tell me that you already did it.
Okay.
How about...
Okay.
Let's go back in time then.
Have you perfected Minecraft story mode yet?
Yeah. Or
God
no.
damn. Well, you better. Why is that? Are all the episodes out yet?
Well, no, they're not all out yet. They're making like 6 through 8 now.
Oh shit!
Why hasn't Captain America been promoted? The same reason that Captain Crunch, Captain Obvious, and Colonel Sanders have been the same rank.
Also, Master Chief.
Well, but I mean, these are a little bit more iconic than Master Chief.
I disagree.
Captain Crunch is more iconic than Master Chief, yeah.
But Captain Crunch doesn't have a narrative.
Come on, Paul.
What? I can't think of anything.
Jesus, do we have
Really,
to end this?
can't think of anything.
Can't think of not one thing.
There's a whole universe of possibilities.
We're giving him too many options. He can't handle it.
I can't. I'm a little tired. Let's see here.
It is midnight.
Is
Yeah.
it? Holy shit. You like good shows, right, Andrew?
Yeah, I guess.
Did you ever watch Orange is the New Black?
No.
You should probably watch it. It's pretty good. There, that's my plug.
Wow.
It is on my watch list.
Oh, there you go.
But Game of Thrones is in the season right now, so.
One day a week.
Yeah, but I don't want to start up a drama in the middle of watching another drama.
Drummer.
That's just how I work.
Jeez.
Well, mine's a comedy, so that's fine.
You've been watching Silicon Valley, Whoosh?
I haven't seen any of season 2 or 3 yet. Oh, no, wait, it's just on 2, right? No.
No,
They're
3's
three.
on right now.
I should watch them. I know. It's awesome.
I didn't watch any.
That's because you suck. Evil will win because good is dumb.
What?
What is that from? I swear to God, that's from something. Evil will always triumph because good is dumb. It sounds like something Will Ferrell would say. Maybe it's from Megamind. Hold on.
Yeah, I think so. That might be.
Let me type it in Google here and we'll find out.
Is that a good movie?
It's pretty funny.
Evil will always triumph. Good is... It's from Spaceballs. Wow. Oh yeah, now I get it.
Or maybe from other things as well.
Yeah, but it's Mel
Spaceballs wasn't based off of anything else, I don't think.
What?
Star Wars.
I thought you were being serious for a second. Alright, so I'll get you that link, Andrew, and then we can, see about capturing it or something, or you somehow gotta talk while you're doing it.
I think 3 things is too much.
No, you can do it. You got all day tomorrow, you got nothing going on, you're not...
Therefore, I've created a rule, which I only have to pick one of them.
No, that's stupid. I've created a rule that your rules are dumb.
I created a rule that there is no rules.
Well,
There's no rules. You gotta be sure answer. There's just one rule. No, you gotta do all of them. Not necessarily tomorrow, but...
You gotta make an effort.
But you gotta do mine first.
No, I don't have to do any of them. Remember we were talking about contracts earlier?
I have signed nothing.
But those are all in hypotheticals. We're dealing with the
Oh, I know
real
what you would like, Andrew. I should make you, for an entire week, write with only an inkwell and quill.
I have a fountain pen. Does that count?
Nope, I want the actual feather, man. I want you to have to dip
I can
the
put a
ink.
feather on it.
No, you got to dip in that inkwell. And
I don't have an inkwell.
Well, you purchase one.
Dip in there nice and deep like. Alright, so tomorrow I'm looking forward to watching you do all that shit.
I'll do Zach's thing.
What was Zach's?
Lego Marvel superheroes.
Yeah.
You won't watch.
You got to do a voice and everything.
I don't think I have a Captain America voice.
You won't watch Go Kaiju? Are you serious?
Yeah, you have to try.
Wish you should get on there and say, how long are you going to be streaming tonight, so we can say I can do this all day. That'll be good enough.
I'll send you the link.
We'll play.
You're making it sound like it's some kind of weird sex thing now.
I guess.
Everything sounds like a weird sex thing.
That's not true at all. Alright. It's about damn time we get to the end, Cap. Don't hold your breath.
Nice.
Alright. I've been Whoosh.
I am still Paul.
I've been Zach.
I'll be Andrew for the foreseeable future.
I knew he was going to say something like that. Alright. Peace.
See you.